Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Wow, what a day. A lot of new Sonic news came out today, and I wanted to specifically talk about the new trailer for the brand new DLC, DLC number 3 for Sonic Frontiers. It was a short trailer, and I haven't seen any videos of people talking about this, so this is my unfiltered thoughts. Things I've thought about, so I just wanted to do a very brief discussion video, try to see what other people are thinking. But the trailer starts with Sonic and friends, with Eggman and Sage also there. So Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Dr. Eggman, and Sage all coming to the end of Uranos Island to confront the newly redesigned Supreme. He looks great. It's hard to tell in the CGI trailer because the scale's a little bit different if he truly is this way bigger Titan than, in game, but I imagine he's probably about the same size, but Supreme now has 6 arms. We'll talk more about his redesign later. Sonic uses the power of the 7 Chaos Emeralds to transform into Super Sonic to confront him. And after his transformation's complete, he embraces the cyber corruption energy and unleashes a new powered up version of Super Sonic. And the trailer ends telling us that the DLC will be out September 28th. Now, besides just relaying the information, let's talk about some of the details I noticed in the trailer. So, obviously, at the end of Sonic Frontiers, if you've played it, there will, spoiler warning now for the DLC update and the game itself. Sonic confronts Supreme with just Eggman and Sage, as Tails, Amy, and Knuckles have returned to their regular forms and are essentially seeking shelter until the final Titan is destroyed. Actually, no, they were teleported away or something like that, but regardless, they are out of sight, out of mind. In the trailer, it looks like Sonic, his friends, and Eggman and Sage will be confronting Supreme. I guess the difference being that they are still present in the world in their cyber corrupted form, whatever. Now, another thing we should probably talk about is the setting. I'm pretty sure you confront Supreme at nighttime, no matter what. The trailer showing that Sonic confronts him in the evening. I don't know if they're changing the setting. Hard to tell, but just a small detail. Let's quickly talk about Supreme, though. In the base game, Supreme is basically Giganto with wings and a Glock. No sign of the gun. I imagine he probably will pull it out from his back like he does in the game. And probably use it at some point through the fight. But I'll be honest, it looks like he's a little bit chonkier. He's got 6 arms, and he looks a little bit more unique. I think a lot of people are really hoping that we'll see the wings return in this fight, but actually show up in the fight, because they show up in a cutscene before and then quickly vanish, and it's kind of upsetting. But I figure they're probably going all out, since on Twitter, Kishimoto has been talking about how he's going to make sure he gets this right this time. So not too much to say about Supreme, but he does look a little bit better, a little bit more unique, and I think that's all that people really wanted, was to make him a little bit more visually different than Giganto. But it is worth noting, it looks like he still has Giganto's head, but honestly, I don't think that's a big deal. But hey, maybe it's a little bit different. We have not really got a good look. He is hanging his head down, and it's a little bit dark there. But besides that, let's talk about Sonic's new form. So if you paid attention to the leaks or heard anything about them, it seems that everything is true. This is not a story expansion. This is a story revamp. I know a lot of people are very shocked today to find out that this DLC is just correcting the end of the game, but if you paid attention to the leaks, you would already know that It seems that Sega's trying to make the base game just better, and that's all the DLCs have been up to this point. They're adding stuff to the base game to just make it a better game and make it just last, I suppose, have a better lasting impact. So people who buy the game digitally years from now, when they pick it up and they play this finished version that Sega wants you to play, the game just will age well, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So with that said, let's quickly talk about Sonic's form. So Super Sonic uses the cyber corruption energy, big aura burst, and visually he's the same Super Sonic that we know and love, but instead of having the golden aura, he has the crimson red corrupt aura and the blue eyes. Now, I don't see anybody really pointing this out, but it's worth kind of talking about why it looks the way it does. So it looks like the red energy usually is kind of the bad corruption, if you will, and the blue energy is typically a more calm, I guess, less corrupt version of whatever the cyber energy is. Now, I guess the thing that I noticed right away with the blue eyes is when Sage, in her final moments, I guess it becomes good or goes to the good side, she completely turns blue instead of red. So it looks like Sonic's using kind of a combination of the red corrupted energy, but the blue eyes are showing that it's a balance of both good and bad. That's just what I got from it. Maybe it's just an artistic choice, but hey, you never know. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, is this really, truly the Cyber Sonic that we were all clamoring for when the game came out? I'm not going to get anybody's hopes up because nothing is concrete, but there's always the chance that this is just a prelude to what the true form will look like. So this could very well be our Cyber Sonic, or Cyber Super Sonic, but the fact that they're showing him off in the trailer leads me to believe that this is just an upgraded Super Sonic. I really don't think there will ever be just a Cyber Sonic, if you know what I mean. I believe these are upgrades for Super Sonic. It's an upgraded, ascended version of Super Sonic. But the way I kind of looked at it is, it's almost like maybe it's an Omen form. If anybody's familiar with Dragon Ball, you'll know that when Goku uses Ultra Instinct for the first time, he uses this Ultra Instinct sign, or Ultra Instinct Omen form, which is him using the power, but not to its fullest extent. And this could very well be some sort of Cybersonic Omen, where he's both using that red and blue energy, the corruption and the good. You know what I mean? So we very well could see a perfected Cybersonic during the revamped Infight that we're supposed to be getting. No footage of that, obviously. I imagine that's going to be the big finale that you'll have to wait and see when the DLC releases, but perhaps when Sonic goes to fight the end, he will embrace that pure energy and we'll see some sort of bluish Cyber Sonic. It's hard to tell, but I think it's worth thinking about now that if you have any problems with the design, it very well could just be a prelude to something bigger. Now, to end the video off, I just want to talk about what the story is supposed to be from what we know now. So, if you don't want to be spoiled at all, please click away now. But I want to quickly discuss this really quick. So, from the leaks that were in-game, so it's, for the most part, pretty concrete evidence, it looks like that instead of Sonic being corrupted and being freed from his cyber prison from his friends, it looks like instead Sonic and Sage are going to embark on an adventure for Sonic to be able to master his cyber powers rather than be corrupted by them. And I imagine while Sonic and Sage go wherever they need to go, and for Sonic to learn how to use these powers to his advantage to take on these new Titans. That is when we will be playing as Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, and just assuming since Sonic will be going Supersonic once again against Supreme, the likely odds are you'll be collecting the Chaos Emeralds with them rather than doing it with Sonic one final time, because the final time you collect the Chaos Emeralds in the game, it does almost feel a little tedious. It's been very repetitive, so I think that doing it the last time as a set of different characters going after the Emeralds is a great idea. But we'll have to see what happens when the game comes out. For all we know, it could just be some side missions or whatever until Sonic can come back and collect the Emeralds, but I really hope that we get to use their unique abilities in order to access the Chaos Emeralds, but as of now, we don't know. Now, where Sonic's going to go to unlock these new cyber powers, it could vary. So, people have talked about the deleted lines in the game from Sage, talking about Sonic encountering the World Ship, or essentially the ship that the ancients used to travel to Sonic's planet, to escape the destruction of their home world. That perhaps there they'll find some sort of spirits of the ancestors that they can use to help further Sonic's training, if you will. But as of now, for all we know, they could have changed that. That could be an early draft, but regardless, I believe most people have dug and found that Sonic will in-game be going through a series of challenges, mostly probably combat related. I've also heard some rumors that Sonic will refight like spirits of the Titans that he's destroyed, so you would refight Giganto, Wyvern, and Knight. I don't know how that would exactly work, but it looks like Sonic will be going through some sort of trial to prove that he's worthy of using this power, or just refighting old enemies for the sake of getting stronger to use the power. So it's hard to tell right now, but I just kind of wanted to discuss that, or at least mention it, just to kind of get some discussion going. The update's going to be out before we know it. Like I said, it will be September 28th. I plan on doing a stream all day to get through the game. And that brings me to my final point. I'm very curious if you have a completed save of the game, if it will let you jump back in time to the point where the new story will begin, because the new story is just the final, I guess, end-game portion of the story. Or if Sega's going to actually make you start a new save on the side and actually play through to that point. I'm very curious how that's going to go. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below, but yeah, I think that pretty much covers the information that we have right now. This was an unscripted video, so I know I said lots of ums and pauses to think, but I just wanted to get this video out and just kind of do something different. It's pretty late at night. The new Star Wars show just dropped, so I'm about to go watch that, but let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm really curious, are you excited for DLC number 3, or are you a little skeptical? Personally, I'm really excited, and I hope that the revamped boss fight against the End and Supreme are just going to be phenomenal. And at this time, we really don't know how different the End will be. All we know is the encounter is supposed to be a lot better than just a spaceship shooting minigame. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this format of video, let me know down in the comments below, because next time I'd like to write a script and actually do a little bit more than just talking to my microphone. But hey, that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys hopefully when some more information comes out or when the DLC drops. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.